First question, what's the best way to drive through black ice? First, you got to recognize you have black ice. If there's ice on your car, ice on your windows, ice on your sidewalk, ice right in front of your house, you're probably going to have black ice on the road. So in your mind, you're like, I got to slow down. I've got to increase my following distance. I've got to slow down sooner. I can't be so aggressive on the gas and brake. If you're aggressive on the gas and brake, you're going to hit a car, you're going to go into a ditch, and you're going to spin out. So first, I think mentally, you got to tell yourself, am I in a hurry? If you're in a hurry getting to school, you're probably going to crash in your neighborhood. It's not plowed, it's not solid, it's dark. And if you don't crash in your neighborhood, you're going to slam brakes at the end of the block. You're going to slide into the intersection. That's scary too. So you have to assume that there's ice. And what I like to do is drive about 20, hit those brakes really hard, and see if the car slides. You want to test that surface. Also, you need to make sure your air pressure is good in your tires. Once a month, you need to put air in your tires. You need to check your tires. So if you're too lazy or don't want to do that, you're really increasing your chances of crashing. So I like to reduce my odds. How do I reduce my odds of crashing? Make sure the driver's car has good tires. Make sure we have good headlights. Make sure the windshield wiper blades work. Make sure I have windshield washer solvent, and I'm going to show you this. This is windshield washer solvent. Hold on. This is windshield washer solvent. If you don't know what this is, you're not really learning how to drive. This is poisonous. You don't want to have it around your pets. But what you need to do is make sure you have a gallon of this in your trunk. Okay? Because you should be using your windshield washer solvent because you're going to be driving through slush and rain and sleet and snow. So it's a mindset. Have your mindset ready. So I asked you the question about black ice. If there's ice in front of your house, ice on the window, ice in the car, you have black ice. Go slower. Reduce your speed. Don't turn real fast. Thank you. Let's go to the next. If we start to approach a red light in the snow and you keep sliding forward, what do you keep sliding forward slowly? What should you do? It depends on how fast is slow. My slow might be 40. Your slow might be 10. You want to squeeze your brakes and gradually slow the car down. That happened today near Walmart. A car slid through the intersection. You might as well go through, because what are you going to do? Sit there and block the intersection? So if you're going too fast and you're not sure and you slide through, you might as well proceed through. But you just ran through a red light, and if you hit someone or get hit, that's your fault. I'll say it again. If you slid through an intersection and you're just standing there and you're like, hey, hit me, I slid through an intersection, it's your fault because you slid through a red light and hit someone. So I need you to understand that. So if you slid through and there's no cars here, just proceed with caution. Go slow. Use your young brain to remember. Every time you drive in the snow and ice, you have to learn something. I got to go slower. I got to warm up my car sooner. I have to take my time. And if you don't learn something every time you drive, you're going to end up crashing, putting yourself in a ditch, falling asleep, getting road raged on. So every time you guys drive, I always ask you, what did you learn? You can't say, I learned how to drive. You have to go deeper than that. What if you start to spin out? What should you do? You lift your foot off the gas. You look where you want to go. If you look at the ditch, you're going in the ditch. If you look at the wall, you're going to hit the wall. If you look at a car, you're going to hit a car. Look for an open space, because you don't want to hit a car. You don't want to hit a semi-truck. The truck will hit you, you'll just spin around. Usually people who are moving too fast, too aggressive on the brakes, too aggressive on the steering wheel, too aggressive on the gas. If you want to crash in the snow and ice, you'll crash. If you want to learn how to drive, you've got to go slower. Example, on I-94, the speed limit was 70. We were driving at 25. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's too dangerous to drive at the speed limit. So you'll learn through those sudden snowstorms. You'll learn through you getting a snowstorm before you get out of school. Your school parking lot is full of snow and ice. The seniors are doing donuts and spinning out, and you slip and fall. And someone videotapes you and posts it on TikTok. It happens. People slip and fall all the time. So if your parking lot's slippery, your car's full of ice, the road is full of ice. So you will learn, and they are sodding the roads, but that takes time. So take your time. Look where you want to go. Stop being so aggressive on the gas. Stop being so aggressive on the brake. No one steers like this. If you steer like this, the car's going to roll over and flip. And we're not trying to flip out. Where should we avoid driving? Where should, it doesn't make sense, English. Where should we avoid driving in bad weather? If you're going to drive in bad weather, you are making a decision first to put your life in your own hands, which happens, right? Because you're beginning drivers, you don't know it's too dangerous to drive. What you should do is try to stay in the first lane to the right or the middle lane. If the left lane is not plowed, why are you driving in that lane? Trying to pass all the cars and say, hey, I'm passing all the cars. You're about to crash into the wall because the left lane is not plowed. But you'll see people there in big trucks, big cars, driving really fast. So if you're going to be that person to drive in a big truck, a big car, go ahead and spin out. And then you crash and it's your fault. You get a ticket, you take out 5 people. There are people like that who are selfish. So if you're going to drive, in weather, you want to drive in the first lane. You want to drive when the roads are plowed. You should have common sense to say, hey, it's too bad. I shouldn't be going out driving. But that's the personal decision you have to make. Your mom and dad may say, hey, we don't want you to drive. Okay, mom and dad, I love you, I'm coming home. Or no, mom and dad, I think I know what I'm doing. Okay, we warned you. So you will have that growing pain to do. I speak from a truth, from a father, and from an instructor. How do you know how much you should slow down in bad weather? Is it sometimes you can physically feel? Yes, you can physically feel the car sliding. You can physically feel the car going through the snow. You can physically feel the tires gripping through that snow and slush. It's kind of a good feeling because you have traction. You can move. You can feel your car kind of wiggle and slide on the curve. That's a scary feeling. So if you're going 40 and you have that wiggle, scary feeling, you got to go 30. So you will learn that through you driving. The middle lane is the safest lane. So yes, you can physically feel that. I love the question. Good question. Let's keep moving. How far should you stay away from salt trucks? I have a salt truck video. I will show you that. I would say 5 cars, 5 to 7 cars. They stop suddenly. They're putting out salt. 5 to 7 cars. Give them room. That's a good video to show. If you can't see the road while driving in the snow, should you pull over and wait for it to slow down? It depends on your comfort level. Snow does cover the lines in the road. I'm speaking from truth. People do drive when they can't see the lines. Cars leave grooves in the road. The car in front of you is plowing through the snow. The car in the middle lane is plowing through the snow. The car in the left lane is plowing through the snow. Every car leaves grooves, and people drive in those grooves. So if you're the first car, you don't really have grooves. If you can't see the side of the road, you're going to have to estimate, okay, here's the curve. There's the mailbox. Like you go into your street, there's parked cars. Here's where I think the curve is. 4 feet away, 5 feet away, 7 feet away. You will learn how to drive without lines in the road. And it takes time. And if I could have you drive without seeing the lines in the road, you will learn how to drive. It would take you longer. You would grip the steering wheel. You would be nervous, but you would learn. Every time we go out in bad weather, we learn. 3 of you drove in the snow, in night, and in the rain. 3 of you in this class. You did great. The rest of you won't have this experience. So they're ahead of you in that bad weather. If it's really bad, you should pull over. You might want to listen to the state police or download an app. But a lot of you won't do this because you feel like, I'm young, I'm invincible. It's called the kryptonite quotient. You think you're invincible. That only happens to bums. It only happens to the ugly people. It only happens to people who don't care. That's how you feel because you're in that under 25 group and you think that happens to bad people or not the good people. It happens to anyone, okay? So you want to be humble. Driving in bad weather will make you humble. I can't drive fast. Yeah, you got to drive 10. Man, I'm late. You call ahead. Hey, I'm running late. Oh, thank you. You're still going to get fired because you missed 10 times. Or I'm running late to practice, coach. Well, you're going to be sitting on the bench because you come late all the time. Don't use the bad weather as an excuse all the time. Once or twice it works. So you have to learn to leave early. Take your time. Start up your car. Let it warm up. Clean it off. Use an ice scraper. Some of you don't know how to use that. So you have to do that. And you learn to appreciate your car and love your car. If you love your car will love you. What is the safest type of vehicle on the road? Any vehicle is safe because it has to meet federal safety standards. Now, every manufacturer has crash tests, a 4-star, a 5-star. We'll keep it going. Every car has a crash star rating. Some cars have 4 stars because they may have rollover potential, such as a Ford Bronco, such as a Jeep. They're higher up, they could tip over. So it depends on the car you're driving. I like it. Ideally, you want a bigger car, heavier car, lower to the ground. So there we go. That was a good question. How do you go about passing a semi-truck safely? You want to pass on the left. There's a no zone video. You guys got to tap in it for me. We have to see the no zone video. It's the truck driving video, really good. It's a little long. You have to see that no zone video. You want to pass on the left if you can. If you cannot, then you might have to pass on the right. Remember, there are 4 blind spots, no zones, left side, right side, front, and back. So you want to get in and out of that blind spot as soon as possible. But a lot of you will be scared to pass the truck. And then you're going to hang around the truck's blind spot. If the driver doesn't see you, then they're going to make a lane change and smash into you. It's not their fault. You're in their blind spot. I saw a good video on truck safety and car safety. I can tap in and we'll find some good videos. What is the best way to handle hydroplaning? Stop driving fast. Go slow. After about 35 or 40, your tires can't push out enough water. And then you're going to start sliding on water. It's a scary feeling. It's a fun feeling, but it's a dangerous feeling. You're going to have all those feelings at one time. The best example, you walk into your school. You almost slip, but then you catch yourself and you look cool. You don't slip and fall and break your pants or crack your head open. You catch yourself. Yes, that's what it's like. I'm saying an example to you because all of you are high school age. You know what it's like to come in through the front door and you almost slip and break your neck. So hydro is water, plane means to lift. So you want to reduce your speed, drive smooth, drive slow. But you won't listen to your driving instructor. You're late. You're late to work. You're going to speed. You're late picking up your brother or sister. You're going to speed. You're late going home. You're going to speed. And then this is when you lose control. I'm giving you some examples. Because I'm a parent. Should we treat snow as if rain? No. Snow and rain are 2 different things. Snow has much more mass. Thank you, science teacher. Snow has more solid materials. Snow can freeze. Snow can turn into ice. Rain is lighter. Rain will create water that your tire needs to channel through. Rain and snow are different. Both are dangerous. Both can kill you. Both you can lose control. So you need to learn how to drive in the rain. You need to learn how to drive in the snow. Both will kill you. So you have to, in your mind, learn how to drive in rain. Learn how to drive in snow. Learn how to drive in heavy, heavy slush. Learn how to drive in a bad, bad snowstorm. Learn how to drive in a bad, bad rainstorm. You will experience this if you drive enough. If it's too bad, you pull over to the right, but you want to get all the way off the road. How do you drive on ice safely? Reduce your speed, take your time, drive slower, be patient. What's the best way to get out of hydroplaning? Reduce your speed, drive slower. Don't overturn the wheel. Don't make overcorrections. Be smooth. Smooth in your turns, smooth in your braking, smooth in your acceleration. But a lot of you are heavy-footed. You're going to hit the gas, hit the brake, By me doing that sound effect, you're going to shock the suspension and you're going to lift the tires up, or they're going to slam on the ground and you're going to lose contact. So this is why I tell you smoothly. Use the ball of your foot. Don't wear thick shoes. What do you do if your car is struggling to start in the cold? Is this a common problem? It depends on your battery. The cold is very hard on batteries because you have 12 volts. You have cold cranking amps. I'm trying to keep it simple. Some batteries have 500 cold cranking amps. Bigger trucks and cars have bigger batteries. You have more cold cranking amps. The cold pulls energy from the battery, and it's harder for the car to start. So if your car is struggling to start, this is telling you you probably need a new battery. Your car will tell you what it needs. I would have jumper cables in the car, just in case, but people might not help you because people are scared to stop. So it is a common problem on cars that are 5 years old, 7 years old, but a newer car can have a battery issue too. So you'll learn through having to get stranded. You'll learn through helping someone boost their battery. What should we do if a car starts to spin out? You look where you want to go. You lift your foot. You don't overcorrect. You don't panic. What do you do if your brakes fail? You downshift into a lower gear. You use your park brake. You aim for something soft. You try to drive in the dirt. You try to drive on the side to slow the speed down. How do you know when to check your tread? When they're bald, like my head, like your shoes, like when you slip in school. You know when your shoes wear out. Your tires do the same thing. They don't stay at 90%, 95% tread forever. It depends on how you drive. If you drive very aggressive, you turn hard, you slam brakes, you burn rubber, your tires are going to wear out sooner. If you drive very smooth, you check your tires, you rotate front to back, back to front, your tires will last longer. There are different tire compounds, but you want to check your tires every month. Is there uneven wear? Maybe you need a front end alignment. The tires are wearing on the outside, or the tires are wearing on the inside, or there's a suspension problem. Okay, type in what you want to learn tonight. I'm going over the information. Type in we need to see a bad weather driving video. We need to see the no zone video. You need to see the snowplow video. There's some really good videos to give you knowledge. And this is about knowledge. So type in what you want. I'm glad you're getting that permit on Tuesday. Boy, how you doing? Because this class is about you. It's not about me. And if I put you first, you're going to tell me what you need. Yes, I got to cover the information. But by you telling me what you need, you're more prepared. You're not as nervous when we get on the road. And you don't slam brakes. And we are visual learners. We learn through videos. Okay? Tall snow, small car. Tall snow, small car, your car is going to get wedged in the snow. If you have a really small car and a lot of thick snow, that snow is going to end up piling underneath the front of the car, and it's going to lift the car. Guys, you've been in the parent's car before when you hear that snow plow sound, right? That's that snow wiping underneath the car, right? And that's that snow pushing the car to the right or pushing the car to the left. You know what that is. Love it, love it, love it. Been to Leamington. I tried it for the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the surrounding Argonauts. Here we go. Love it. Keep putting it in. All right, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. I like the energy. I like the questions. Just hold on. I got like 50 windows open. And you usually find the stuff we go over, the test questions are on the same thing. Da, 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 da. Signs, doing your vehicle, driving protocol, mirror usage. Do you drink cereal with milk? I do sometimes. All right, guys, I'm going to hit you with the adverse driving conditions because that's what good teachers do. So give me 1 second, and then we'll see some adverse driving videos. That's what good teachers do. They match the curriculum. We'll see some adverse driving videos. So let's talk about adverse driving. Every driver must be aware and know how to adapt to current driving conditions in order to be safe. If it's snowing outside, you're going to take longer to get home. If it's snowing outside, you're going to be driving slower. If it's snowing outside, you're going to be sliding over the road. So you have to mentally prepare. You can't just, hey, it's summertime, I'm going 100. Nope, you're getting ready to crash. Put in questions as I go along. 1, besides the slope and braking for the road surfaces, other main conditions require special accommodation. Sand, gravel, falling leaves. All of these create special conditions. The road surface can be reduced because of sand or gravel. Sand or gravel are like little ball bearings. You will spin out. That's dangerous too. The driver should avoid turning or braking aggressively. You want to be smooth. Everything goes back to smooth driving. Smooth is fast. Falling leaves on the road surface can be reduced because the tires are riding over leaves that are wet. Drivers should maneuver gently and gradually increase their following distance. If they must brake, the driver should do it gently. You don't want to slam the brakes. I make that sound effect. Don't slam the brakes, please. Put in questions as I go along. I'm going to go through this quickly because I want to show you some good videos and do your quiz that you're like, thank you. Potholes. We know about potholes. They will blow up the car. What do you mean blow up the car? You'll bend the front rim. You'll break the axle. You will damage your tire. There's some good videos that we'll look in and we'll type pothole patrol, pothole dangers. Local news stations cover the dangers of potholes. And once you hit a pothole and damage your parents' car, you will never do it again. Mom, Dad, I didn't know. It's okay, honey. It's going to be $300. We're going to take $150 from your money. Okay. But if you do it again, you're paying for everything. I like the questions. Let me go through then I ask the questions. So potholes are large bumps in the pavement that can be harmful to a vehicle's rims, tires, and suspension or steering components. My son blew out my strut on my SRT Jeep. I'll say it again. My son blew out my strut on my SRT Jeep. The strut cost $1,500. I'd have had the money to pay $1,500 for a strut. So my truck would kind of ride hard. It was my right strut. So when I would go over a bump, my front right would kind of bottom out instead of bouncing over. He blew out my strut. That's $1,500. I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of money. So if you're not careful, you're going to cause, potholes can swallow your car. They can swallow your car. Your car can get stuck in a pothole. They're little bumps, and as that little bump becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, it swallows your car. You know what a pothole is. You've seen it before. So you got to be careful. Uneven, unpaved roads can be dangerous due to the loss of traction. And because uneven surfaces, drivers should travel slowly. Why are you going fast? I'm late. You're about to crash. I'm late. You just spun out. Now you're really going to be late. Patience is a virtue, and some of you are not patient. That will cause you to crash. Rain. Rain can be very dangerous because it can greatly reduce the driver's vision and traction. So one of your classmates asked, it's rain and snow. What are the dangers? Rain reduces your visibility. Rain reduces your traction, and it creates a film of water on the road to increase you skidding out. It's called hydroplaning. It can occur when a combination of speed and tire wear or reduced tire inflation. So if your tires are low, you never check your tire pressure, you have ball-headed tires, you go too fast, you're going to crash. So rain just doesn't cause hydroplaning. You got to be going too fast. You have to have lower tread on the tires. So if you have a new car with new tires, you still can spin out. If you feel your car kind of gliding, that means you're getting ready to crash. Anxiety can be increased with rain, snow, fog, heavy traffic, unknown driving condition. It is very stressful. So one condition can lead to another. And if you already have anxiety driving, you're going to have more anxiety in rush hour traffic. You're going to have more anxiety in rain. You're going to have more anxiety driving on 32-mile road with that semi-truck. Right? So you got to really be careful. Potholes can be very big. They increase all the time. We will look. If we have to go through a pothole, you want to drive around the edge of the pothole. Again, once you damage your rim, blow out your tire, break your axle, you'll never go over a pothole like that again. This takes one time, and unfortunately, some of you have to learn that the hard way. The hard way is you blow up your car, you damage your tire, you damage your rim, and you can't drive your car. So that's something you will learn. I'm not intentionally going to have you drive over a pothole because many of you don't see it, and I had to turn the wheel to the left or right. You're like, thank you. So you have to do something called ground viewing. Okay, the car can run away from you if you go too fast. Imagine you're going 100. You start losing control, your steering control, your braking control. The same thing on ice. If you start going too fast, your car is skidding instead of having traction and driving. Driving in rain too fast, your car is hydroplaning, skidding, and you don't have control. So if you go too fast, you're going to overcome the surface of the road, and the car will run away from you. Not like, here, car, I'm running away from you. No, your car's about to crash, and you're about to crash because you're late, or you're in a hurry, or you don't want to go slow. There's nothing you can do. You can't fight Mother Nature. She is too strong. What are the soft things you should aim for? A bush, dirt, never a tree. You know what soft things are. A bush, dirt, something that will absorb the shock and give way. How to react to other car sudden movements. Keep more following distance. Be smoother. Look ahead, in front, to the left, and to the right. If cars are kind of jerking and skidding, maybe the person's in a hurry. Maybe they're overcorrecting the wheel. Everyone is moving about 30. If someone is moving 40, they're going to crash. Everyone is moving at 50. Someone's moving at 60. They're going to crash. They're moving too fast for the flow of the traffic. You guys are intelligent. You know this. You're late to school. You're walking down the hallway too fast. The hallway is wet. The janitor did not get there. You know they're getting ready to slip and fall, and they just slip and fall. And you're like, yep, she fell, walking too fast. You see it all the time. So I'm using an example. Okay, let's keep going. I love the questions. Okay, rain. We talked about heavy winds. Heavy winds can be hazardous. They're going to push the car. You're going to have a gust. It's difficult. So you're going to have to hold the car smoothly. This happens on raised highways, bridges, tunnels, between tall buildings. So you will have that gust of wind that will push your car, and it is very scary. Let's keep moving. Fog and smog. We do have fog here in our state occasionally. They result from rapid condensation of humidity in the air as the temperature drops quickly. So you lose visibility. It's harder to see. Use the edge line to the right. Winter driving. Here we go. I love winter driving. Don't worry, you're going to get a quizzy in a moment. Winter driving can be extremely dangerous and cause many issues. Snow and ice make the main conditions extremely, they can happen extremely fast, extremely rapidly. You might be going around a curve. There's a lot of slush. You start to spin out. You go around the other part of the curve, it's perfectly fine. So you want to drive slower. Snow and ice, drivers should reduce their speed. Try to follow the path of the preceding vehicles. I love these words, preceding vehicles. I like the English. I'm a teacher. Preceding vehicles. So the vehicles before you, they're driving with grooves in the road. Okay? You must try to avoid slamming the brakes. Don't slam the brakes. You will crash. Your parents will look at you like, boy, girl, what's wrong with you? I'm sorry. Because you're going to skid. And then they'll crash. Nighttime driving. I love this, reduce visual acuity. Visual acuity is how clearly you see something. Night driving for beginning drivers is the most terrifying. You can't see, not John Cena, you can't see, you literally can't see. Decreased distance and depth perception. It's harder to see stop lines. It's harder to see the edge of the road. Colors and contrast are less distinct. We'll look at a night driving video. Driver's eyes must constantly adjust to rapid changes. Light intensity. Some of you will be blinded because you're looking at headlights. You need to look to the right, but you're not listening to me. You look at those bright lights. I can't see. I can't see. I told you not to look at the lights. I can't see. Don't look at the lights, team. Don't look to the right. I can't see. I'm just being real with you. Well, the issues arise during nighttime driving. Constant crossing the paths of vehicles traveling opposite direction, high beam headlights. Please put in questions. We're going good. Okay, put in questions on what I went over. Come on. Put in questions on what I went over. We'll look at a pothole in a minute. Potholes can eat your car. They start very small. They get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then next thing you know, the road is closed for an emergency repair. Sean, the leaves can be bad enough that you'll crash. That's how bad they can be. If you don't believe me, drive in the fall with all those leaves, you will skid. But these are lessons learned. You won't believe me. You won't believe your mom and dad. When you skid out of control, when there's leaves on the road, you're like, Mom, Dad, you were right. My instructor was right. So again, if the car's running away, you're going too fast. Like going around a curve too fast, the car will run away from you and you have too much speed going into the curve. You'll skid off the road. I've had student drivers do that. They go too fast, car slides off the road. I'm like, we better call a tow truck. We only have 2 pages left. This is good. Road rage, or aggressive driving has become a major issue that can occur on any roadway, impacting all roadway users. Common causes: overstressed drivers, traffic backups, motorists improperly blocking the roadway, motorists invading the space cushion. I love the word space cushion. I'm silly. Space cushion. Someone's really close to you. You feel uncomfortable. Drivers making communication errors, failing to use turn signals. That's the most common. So one of the things that will make people lose their mind, you're not using your blinker. You're cutting me off. I'm mad. Inappropriate honking of the horn. If someone is coming to your lane, you just tap a couple times. You don't have to lay on it. Now they're lit. Now you have a problem. Sean, now they're following you home. Violet, they're now following you home. Brianna B, they're now following you home. You're like, no. So you got to watch. People will follow you home. I told you better get that dash cam. Mama, they're following me. Go to the police station. It's true. We have some great road rage videos. Keep me on track. So there are different levels of aggression. This is going to be in your test. Verbal aggression. They want to cuss you out. Hey, hey, hey. I know you love my energy. They just want to cuss you out. Make gestures. Honk their horn. Quiet aggression. They complain. They rush in. Quiet aggression. Other drivers complain, rush, or compete with I'm going to get there first. Both of you crash. Both of you get tickets. Police saw you. Drivers reported you. A rush in occurs when drivers are in a hurry. You're going to be in a rush in when you're late to school. You're going to be in a rush in when you're late to your job and you're about to get fired because you came late 10 times. You're going to get fired. You're going to speed to work and you're late and you're going to get fired. So rush in again occurs when you're in a hurry. You're traveling faster. You ignore road signs. You drive in a pushy manner. The seniors leaving the parking lot. I really like that senior. No, the senior's crazy. Total aggression occurs when a driver constantly ridicules other drivers or self or other passengers, uses the vehicle to block entry, display nasty looks, gestures. Think about physical violence. There's always someone crazier than you. I'll say it again. There's always someone crazier than you. And I'm crazy for being an instructor, but there's someone crazier than me. Please put in questions as we go along. What are the best strategies for this? Reduce your stress. Leave early. I leave early. I got my coffee. I'm chilled. And I'm saving money. Gift cards, remember. Made coffee before I came down here. I am chilled. Very soothing. Relaxed. Wear comfortable clothes. Some of you wearing a big garbage bag coat. I'm like, bro, take off your coat. If you got the big puffy coat on, you can't breathe. You're like, oh, thank you, Mr. Myles. Get comfortable. Relax. Right? You better wear a jacket. Some of you don't wear jackets. If we get stranded, you're going to freeze. Ooh, Sean. De-escalation. Woo! I love that question. Come on, baby. Woo! De-escalation. Guys, you're going to have these questions on the test. Remember, everything's geared toward the test, toward the test, toward the test. Like, I'm trying to give you my best in 26. Come on, baby. Okay, so total aggression, the person loses their mind. Sean, they're following you home. Violet, they're following you home. Olivia, they're following you home. You're like, Mama, this guy following me. Don't take them home. Go to a well-lit area, go to a police station, go to an open area, because people will follow you. Don't worry, we'll show you some road raging videos. They have good ones. Violence. This is when they lose their mind. They use their car as a weapon. They're trying to run you off the road. Exit the vehicle to get in the physical. Don't do that. Or have thoughts of killing another driver. Don't do that. So how do we reduce it? Here it is. Everything I'm going over. The best strategy to avoid aggressive drivers are reduce your eye stress. Look straight ahead. Leave in plenty of time. That's the most important thing. Leave in time. I try to leave an hour early for work. I don't have to go get my coffee anymore because I make it with my coffee maker in the morning. Throw a little of that creamer in, 2 breakfast. I'm good. I don't have to rush through a store, wait in line, charge my card, $8.75 over 5 days. Do the math. I don't have to rush out, then go get gas. I need to get gas tonight. The car is low. But it's cold outside, bro. I know. But I would rather get gas tonight than in the morning when I see your parents here. Hey, Mr. Mo, how you doing? What's up, bro? I'm all business. Got to fill this car up, trying to go. Leaving plenty of time. That's the biggest one to get to your destination. Drive the speed limit. If it's slick outside, hey, I'm glad I left early. They're driving 30. The speed limit's 70. I'm good. I'm relaxed. I'm chilled. It feels so good when you leave early. Trust me. But you won't because you're young. You wear the same hoodie every day. Same shoes every day. Have your clothes laid out before. That's like old people stuff. No, it's not. It's smart people stuff. Smart people. Don't drive angry or upset or overly tired. Like when I had to get my son. He got stuck in Chicago. I had to go there. I only have 4 hours to sleep. Dad, let's hang out. Let's go to Savvy Sliders. No, I got to work in the morning. You guys saw me. I was dead tired. I only have 4 hours. I'm like, ugh. I was tired. It took me 3 or 4 days to recover from that. I don't go to bed at 10:30, bing, and fall asleep. No, I like to stay up late, 11:30, 12 o'clock. Yeah. Know where you're going to avoid getting lost or confused. A lot of you get confused when you drive, so we tell you where to go. Leave plenty of space. Don't cut off other cars. They're about to get lit. Give other drivers plenty of space to merge. Use your turn signal. Most of you will do this. But the 25, the 27, the 35, the 45, the 55, they not gonna do it. I'm 78. I don't have to use my, well, Grandpa, you just cut me off and the truck just hit me. I have it on dash cam. Avoid using gestures or vehicles or your horn unless absolutely necessary. Only use your high beams when it's necessary. Never engage. Type in what you learned. We're about to see a video. What up, Alf? We're going to hit you with a quizzy. I'm going to hit you with a quizzy. This is really good. I'm going to hit you with a quizzy. Give me 1 second. Type what you learned. Everyone, this is your review. When you see a test question, road rage. Oh, I know. He went over it. Hydroplaning. Oh, he went over it. Okay, we're getting you ready for the test. This is the 2nd week. Everyone's scheduled. We feel good. I'm happy. You happy. We happy. I'm happy you're here. Thank you. What part of New York are you from? All right, let me find a quick quizzy. Let me find a short quizzy, 5 or 10 questions on adverse road conditions. I like the energy. We're rolling good. Get it? All right, give me 1 second. Guys, we got a great session going on, man. Come on, I'm trying to get you in this quizzy. You're going to joinmyquiz.com. I'm going to give you a code number. I want you to lock in. I use Quizzy. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults and teens. Thank you for coming in from New York. We got a couple people here. Appreciate it. Okay, we got you in module 10. Again, I did not make some of these. Quizzy is like an open platform where people around the world can put information in. So I'm gonna hit start and then I'll do a screen share. This should be pretty cool. Give me 1 second. I like the energy. You guys are asking great questions. Okay, joinmyquiz.com. Joinmyquiz.com. 558 506. 558 506. 558 506. 558 506. When you're driving in heavy rain, hydro is water. Plane means to lift. So your car is riding on water. You will crash. Everything is important about driving. You're going to learn over time. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get this started. I'm not waiting. I want to bring you value. Let's keep the energy going. Okay, I already launched it. Get started. Hopefully I don't have to do anything. Get these people in. Olivia, is the Quizzy moving? Olivia, is the Quizzy moving? Is it working?
Yeah, it is.
Thank you. All right. Module 10, adverse driving conditions and emergencies. I'm a state certified driving instructor. We're trying to bring you value. We're trying to keep it fun. We're talking about driving in adverse conditions. Okay? Adverse conditions. The Quizzy has already started. And you got the road sign test tomorrow? I got you. We might review road signs tonight too. That might be fun. But we're talking about adverse conditions. So they're doing an adverse condition Quizzy. It's only 10 questions. So we're really trying to, I'm sorry yours is not working. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's a little buggy. You got to go to the next slide. Hopefully I don't have to do that. Hold on. Okay, I see. Here we go. I'm sorry. Okay, there are 11 slides. My bad. Thank you. Got a little countdown timer. This is good. What action should a driver take if the vehicle starts to hydroplane? I can look at data. I can see who my big dogs are. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Click anywhere. Okay, so let's look at data real quick. 71% accuracy. Not bad. What action should your driver take if you're hydroplaning? Ease off the accelerator. Do not brake. Steer where you want to go. 15 of you got it right. 5 of you don't understand. Okay, let's go to next. You can read. I'm not reading it to you. I love data. See who's at the top. See the scores. Okay, let's look at this. What's the best way to control consequences if you cannot avoid a collision? Controlled braking. Steer to collide at an angle. 17 of you got it right. Clock that T. Okay, I can also spin the wheel, random select students. I can switch to student pace. I'm not going to do a student pace. I'm going to give feedback immediately. 80% accuracy. I can draw a whiteboard, so let's keep it moving. Look at data. Same usual suspects up at the top. That's a good thing. Okay, 90% accuracy, yes. Which identifies some of the automotive technologies improvements focused on occupant safely, meaning you don't crash. Anti-lock brakes, safety glass, and better headlights. 86% accuracy. That's pretty good. 2 didn't attempt. 1 got it wrong. Let's go to the next. Okay, where does night driving pose special problems for a driver? All of the above. There's reduced lighting. You can't see. Objects ahead are more difficult to see. You can't see. Objects on the side are more difficult to see. You can't see. So overall, it's probably the most challenging thing that I've been through with my beginning drivers because you can't see. Let's go to the next. Same people usually at the top. I'm looking at the average. Okay, 86% accuracy. When driving in heavy rain, which of the following should a driver not do? 19 of you got it right. Continue to drive at the posted speed limit because you will lose control. It's dangerous. You must drive at a speed that is safe for the conditions on the road. It's called the basic speed law. Hope you're enjoying this. Let's get it. Guys, we're having a great day. Hopefully you enjoy this. It's funny that this popped up on my feed. I'm getting my permit last week. Well, this is good. Subscribe. All right, here we go. Okay, when driving on a highway, sudden strong crosswind gust. A car may move sideways in another lane. It doesn't have to be large cars or small cars. It can affect any car. 77% accuracy. Let's eat. Next. We only have 11. We only got a few more. Well, you know what's funny? The algorithm will push it out to whoever needs it. If I want to learn about cameras, I'm going to start getting a video on cameras. The algorithm saw my video. They push it out to you. You're like, hey, man. So you got to subscribe. This will help you. All right, here we go. Same people usually at the top. 90% accuracy. If the temperature light comes on while you're driving, what action should you take? Stop soon to check and then repair the problem. Well, I'm the type of content creator. I do driving tutorials, driving test prep. I take you inside the car, first person, third person. You're going to love it. So you got to lock in. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Due to sudden change in direction, the rear end of your vehicle skids left. Uh-oh. What is the first action the driver should take? Ease off the brakes or accelerator. Again, ease off the brakes or accelerator. And I think just creating good content, the AI knows the title, my metadata. They know that I'm a state certified instructor, so that brings credibility. I go live daily, so they know that people are seeking this information. Maybe you clicked on the video. Yes, you want to ease off. Let's look at it. What's the first thing you should do if you're making a turn when the engine shuts down in the middle of the intersection? Ooh, scary. Shift to neutral because your motor and transmission are not connected, and then complete the turn. Then pull off and restart the car. The first thing you do, you never want to panic. Okay, you got to get through the intersection. Stop in the intersection? No, you don't stop. If your car cuts off, you're still moving. Get through that intersection. Yeah, you do have to ease off the gas. A lot of beginners panic. And I was that beginner one time and I panicked. I put my car into a ditch. It was $100 to get it out. And I had a sports car. That's right. Ease off that gas. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. Let's try to get 10 thumbs up. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, 77%. It's okay. I want 80. If any tire blows out while you are driving, do not brake hard. Again, do not brake hard. You will skid. You will lose control. Good data. Graham, you the baller. Let's look at data. We can see the average for each question. I'm going to view the report because I love looking at data. The lowest was 10%, the highest was 100. I could look at what questions you missed. We're using data, and that's what good teachers do. I could look at the students who got them right. I look at the students who got them wrong. I could pull the questions out that were the most difficult. I could set it by standards. I could have an anti-cheating because people like to cheat. Here are the questions. Again, what action should you take if the car starts a hydroplane? What's the best way to accommodate? What's the best way to control consequences if you cannot avoid a collision? Side swipe, don't hit it head on. Thank you. Which identifies some of the automotive technology that improves the focus of driver safety, anti-lock brakes, safety glass, better headlights, lane keep assist. Why does night driving pose special problems for a driver? All of the above. It's hard to see. It's difficult to see. There's reduced visibility. Also, there's lack of visual acuity. That means your ability to see clearly. Yeah, you can turn on your hazards to let people know, hey, something is wrong. When driving in heavy rain, which of the following should a driver not do? Continue driving at the posted speed, you'll skid out. When driving on the highway, sudden strong crosswind can push the car. It can force you to go sideways. If the temperature light comes on while driving, what action should you take? Stop as soon as possible. You're going to blow your car up. Due to sudden changes in direction, the rear of the vehicle skids left or right. What is the first action the driver should take? Ease off the gas. What's the first thing you should do if you're making a turn and the engine shuts off? Shift to neutral, complete the turn, then pull off the road. If any tire blows out while driving, do not brake hard. Okay, type what you learned, type what you learned, type what you learned in the chat. Please and thank you. Type what you learned. I'm going to hit you with some videos. Then we're going to go over the rest of the work. Type what you learned. Please and thank you. Guys and ladies, this is a great session. I want to make it to 1 hour. We have 11 likes. I put in hard work. We have 4 people who are continually here. I really value all of you who are taking the time to listen. I need you to subscribe. I need you to follow. I need you to like. Stay active in the comments. Consider joining the community because in 2026, I'm putting you first. I'm learning different techniques to make better videos, to get your attention, maybe having a little digital sign, um, making it disappear, maybe a car driving around a curve. So I will show you those things. And then I've got to be competitive. If I don't have competitive thumbnails and titles, the algorithm won't push it out. The algorithm is pushing out to people who want to learn how to drive. So I want to say thank you, and I really appreciate you. Bye.